Oh, Dwayne's there. Hey. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Do we have any sound yet?
I think in the 20 years I've been here, I don't think this has ever been changed. It hasn't.
Really? That's unusual for that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
What
I
kind of a
don't.
lead time do they have on this turret?
There's nothing in there about the chairs.
Yes, there is. There's a whole proposal.
Oh,
Do
good.
we have sound?
Today?
Can you hear me, Eric?
Yeah, yes, yes. Well, the modification was putting spacer in with the big skirt. Right. That was 6.5 years ago. They are now wearing out. They're falling. People are gonna fall. They're wet. Chairs are collapsing. We fold them as you can, but change the integrity of the chair. Here's. You want to know what I mean?
No, but,
Here's a whole proposal. For
I
the
got it.
chairs.
I got it on my computer. I didn't look down
Oh.
far enough down to see.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I'm still in the
You
carpet.
want a copy of this?
Yeah.
That's just for the chairs.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get one for the chairs in.
Here.
I didn't either.
She only sent me
She
the.
only sent the one for the carpet.
Yeah, I only saw the carpet on the website.
Holy shit,
I only
14,000.
got one. I sent it out to them. That's what I was saying. I didn't see it.
Yeah, we didn't get the chair one.
Okay, it's there. I sent it, it looked just exactly like the floor, so that's probably why. So here's the carpet, I've got it. Here's the chairs.
What'd you say the lead time was on the chairs?
20 to 22 weeks.
Jesus.
I guess, yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Wow.
Hey, John.
Not- Oh, yeah.
if they have to build it, yeah, that's what it is.
We better order out and put in our special projects.
Yeah, we're back. So I don't know what you don't know what you want to do or what.
I just got hooked up.
Oh, you are locked up?
Yeah.
But you gotta get out of your room by 11.
Not start to get her started.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, You'll be done by 11.
I hope.
All right, well, we're just gonna check out and we'll go downstairs and sit around. We'll be down there.
Okay.
We're all done at the.
804 chairs?
230.
Oh,
No,
I think we have more than that.
got about 500.
Yeah. We sold off some. But so many we have place to put them.
So, these is 230.
Probably immediately, because that's all it is in here.
where's it give the count for the number?
It's on the proposal, see the quantity. Gary?
Yeah, okay, 230, yeah.
And which card? The one from.
There's two different proposals for carpet, isn't there?
Guys in the room, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, John.
Yeah, I see that. I'm wondering if they can hear us. Judy, Pat, Gary? No, I don't think.
I got an hour to
Steve,
go. They're gonna kick me out of my room.
where are you?
I'm on the East Coast over here, Boca Raton.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones that really, 31,370. Yeah, they'll do the edge of the
Hey, Gary, try addressing the board and see if they respond to you.
I lost picture now. There ain't nobody.
Welcome back, Gary.
Oh, thanks. I've been looking
There's
for
the
you.
picture back, but
I saw you the other
nobody's
day.
at the train.
Outside with Barry doing something.
we just.
By the time I figured
Yeah,
out.
it's odd too because I'm hearing a delay.
I think
Picture, here we go,
John and
back
them are
picture.
on, but we can't hear them.
Hey, Gary, can you hear us? Hey, Gary. Hey, Pat, can you hear us?
Eric, they want to know if we can hear them, and I can't.
I've been
hear
given
them.
some thumbs up, but I don't think that the audio is going out the right way, so that's why we're going to check that.
I can hear them here, wherever it's coming from.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
And I've been giving them some thumbs up, but
Well, can you hear us now? I'm not sure you're hearing us in the room. It sounds like it might be coming over something else because it's delayed.
That's another 47,000.
Takes our reserve down to.
so what's microphone should I have selected? I have this line, these two USB audio connectors, Cody C, which is going to be this. Okay, so that's the right one
Because
selected.
we gotta hike the quarterlies.
So this is the feed out of the system in there back into the computer, right? Okay, and then the speaker here, should I have these speakers right here?
You can't just keep doing this stuff without
Does it go to these monitors?
increasing the
Or
income.
these speakers? Okay, so I should have those speakers selected there, correct?
There will be a positive net.
Well, yeah.
You should hear that.
It's hard to predict because we can't say this is how it will sell.
Exactly. Yep.
But there will sell.
Oh, yeah.
Based
By the way, Gary's voice is booming and Dwayne, we can barely hear.
Can you hear him?
I see, I told
So that
Matt,
was
I
not
saw
correct.
the trails a lot more
Now I
crowded. See that?
Get her going.
So then something in the mixer, I put them out on these speakers then.
Yeah.
Is there a volume control on that thing? No.
No, it should be coming through these. He's checking on that now.
Yeah.
Of course, that generates more demand for
I just got
For
a
space.
text Randy Redemar. He can hear everybody on the YouTube feed.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm responding and answering to John and Steve right here, but they don't seem to be hearing me. I don't know if they can hear through your all's mics though.
I think.
But I hear it feeding through like it is.
I think they can
picking
hear
up.
us, but I don't think we can hear them.
I hear Gary and Pat. I hear you, Eric.
Okay. So Steve's saying he can hear us.
Right. But we can't hear them.
I can hear them on here. They're trying to get it through these speakers. It's an amazing delay through there, though. Oh my gosh.
I hear somebody talking.
Steve. Yeah, they're talking through this thing.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's feeding, it seems to be feeding, the other thing back through this system. YouTube. It seems to be feeding YouTube back because it's delayed. What I can hear my own voice seconds after I say something.
Do you? I don't even see you, John. Picture you.
No, I'm not on the best of internet, so I turn my video off so I can.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm
Okay.
hearing our conversation from
We've
now.
got some technical problems. Let's call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the first budget workshop meeting for 2022 budget. And I could say this has been, I think, my 8th or 9th budget that I've worked on for Cypress Woods since back in the Avi days. And this has by far been the most complicated. You can't get a decent idea as to what costs are going to be, if you're going to be able to get anything. Even vendors bid, and as you witnessed with the pool, the bids went up 3 or 4 times. So we're going to have to do our best to try and get a budget passed and be able to fund the things that we need to get funded, because the park is aging and there's a lot of stuff that's coming up that's got to be done. We'll start off with the income side. There's not a lot of changes in our income side, with the exception possibly of the transfer fees. Last year, we had budgeted $20,000 for transfer fees, and we had a banner year on that sale of lots. We ended up, at the end of August, we had taken in $36,750. So we went way over what we anticipated. And I've been taking care of that sale and rental list since 2013 when I started it. And there's historically always been 30 to 40 lots for sale. Right now, I think we've got 4 or 5, and I know one of them is pending. So the potential for a lot of sales is not that this year. So we're going to have to knock that number down from the 20,000 probably to 10,500, figuring maybe 14 lots might sell. The rest of the stuff in the income side has remained. If anybody has questions, I'm going to chime in. I'm just going to go through this. It remains pretty much the same. A lot's going to depend on what we have for year-end surplus. At the end of August, we had $106,939 to the good under budget in our expenditures. That number is going to change this month because we've got a bunch of bills coming in with the road resurfacing, the road patching, and some other things that are getting done. So we have to keep an eye on that, but that's going to be a driving factor on what the end result is as far as the owner assessment. The rest of the income is pretty much set. On our expenditure side, most of our expenditures have stayed pretty level. Some have dropped. Some numbers like we got from David, licensing and permit fees, he has increased that. We were at $1,000, and it looks like we're going to spend about $1,695 year to date. So we put $1,500 in there, raised that $500. The fees, stuff like that, it's all pretty much exactly where it was percentage-wise for last year. The web page and internet, from what prices David had got, went up 14%. Under our insurance, went up 15%, right? Yep. Street lights, that it's really like between all the street lights remain the same. Clubhouse, we're figuring about a 5% increase based mostly on the fact that the clubhouse was closed most of last year. So out of the expenditures there, we figured it's going to go up some. Lift stations, we're calculating about a 20% increase, mostly due to this is electricity now, mostly due, the impact from Laguna Creve when they start pumping into our stations. That's going to increase the amount of usage there. Irrigation, with all the it's going up around 43% because they made some improvements to the irrigation, and it is they're using a little more electricity than we had actually budgeted before. The fountains remain the same. Maintenance building is actually down. Water and sewer, they project a 17% increase overall. And telephone, which really was a shocker, and again, we got this number from David, this is the ones who sent out, was a 75% increase on our telephone cost. I mean, we're gonna have to verify this number, but these are the numbers David gave us just before he left. Rest of the alarm services, that's up 30%. Cable television is automatically goes up 4% a year, so that's up to now $210,000 a year for cable TV. Health benefits went up 10%. 10% on lawn maintenance with Newell, his contract, and we had bid. David and the crew had gotten a couple bids from I think 3 other vendors. One was a little less. These were old bids before everything started going downhill as far as cost, so I'm sure they would have to be rebid. But none of the vendors that bid were bidding on removing the debris, which, as you're well aware, is a big factor here, is hauling that brush out. Otherwise, people are going to have to haul their brush away on their own, or it's just not going to work. So that's a big factor. And Newell's prices were still right in line with things, what the other bids. Management service, Pesca, the other thing that went up, security service supplies, 25%. That was from David too. What did we do last year? We budgeted 2,000. Yeah, when I projected at 3120, we're budgeting 2,500. Salaries.
Wait a minute, on security services?
Yeah.
I have 3120, did that get changed?
3120 was projected yearly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The proposed budget was, I lost it now, where'd I go there? 2,500. Salaries in general, we're up 17%. We don't know what we're going to have to pay to get a manager. So that we're trying to be as conservative as we can there. Repairs and maintenance on the air conditioning is at 67% of what it was last year. That's down. Laundry is up 20%. And I think we should consider really increasing the price on the laundry, because we're way below market on that. And we do put a lot of money into there and buying those washers and dryers, and it is a convenience for people, but it should at least cover its cost. Repairs and maintenance in general is up 30%. That's at $40,000, up from $30,000, mainly because just stuff that's just breaking down every day in here.
About the gate, Pat, is that because of the new one?
The gate.
That one?
The gate is let's say it's budgeted 9,000, and now it's at 12,000. It's projected yearly is what? 12,000.
Yeah.
12,372. I know that was one of the ones David gave us also. I don't know whether that gate company increased their prices. I'm pretty sure that's what that was, because he said he had gotten quotes on some of these prices.
Yeah.
Now, repairs and maintenance on lift stations, we had $2,400. We replaced a pump. As of August, we spent $5,548, and we're we're budgeting 7,500 because the other two pumps, we had replaced one pump over here at A, C, and D intersection last year, and I remember 3 or 4 years ago, we replaced another pump up at the main station in D, but we still have two pumps that are pretty much original. So with the additional load, and we had to put something there to replace those pumps if they go. And last one was what, $11,000?
Yeah.
$11,000 a pump, so. Maintenance supplies remained pretty much the same. The pool was up a little bit based on contracts. Road repairs, well, we budgeted 15,000 last year. We spent 29,000 so far this year to get the roads back in. So this year's budget, we have like 16,000 in there. Just raise it another 1,000 because we should be in pretty good shape for a while if we get these patches in. And they're coming in to do the seal coating, which would come out of the road reserve. We have I think the 16,000 will probably be a little overkill for next year because we won't be tearing up much of the roads unless we get something that really, like we've noticed that potholes are just seem to pop up now all of a sudden. So we put a little something in there just so we can be able to take care of them. Plants, landscaping, and sod is down 25%. Cleaning supplies is up 20%. Again, it's like $500 we're talking about there. Irrigation maintenance is the same as it was. Repairs and maintenance to the buildings is the same at $30,000. Capital improvements to the buildings was 15 last year, it's 15 this year. There is no special assessment or reserves. We had $134,000 we put into the reserve. Proposed budget this year is just 140. And that pretty much runs the gamut on the expenses. On the reserves, we have right now in our reserve, we have $164,678 as of the end of August. Encumbered is $67,000 for the pool at the Welcome Center, and that leaves us a balance of $97,678. We've got proposals just came in for new carpet in here and to start replacing, what's it,
230 chairs.
230 of these chairs that we jury rigged a few years ago because they were too low to sit at the table, and some of them are starting to fall apart. So,
And are these high enough?
yeah, she said they were. So the chairs, we're looking at $14,408.50, and the carpet at $31,370. This would come out of the reserve. This would not have impact on the assessment necessarily, directly, I should say. So that would leave our reserve at $51,900. Our road reserve, we have currently at the end of August, which we will add something to that this month, but it's $84,820. And encumbered, we've got 84,000 and change for the ceiling. So it's going to pretty much wipe out our road reserve.
Pat, a
Yeah.
quick question for you.
Yeah.
I understand that Diana's found that these chairs are roughly 20 to 22 week lead time. Maybe that sounds like more like a 2022 expense rather than something coming out of the 21 reserve fund if we budget it for it. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, it's going to come out, it would probably come out of 22 actual budget, but I'm just giving the status of the reserve right now. I mean, if we put the 140,000 in that we budgeted for the reserve, it's going to start building it back up. Otherwise, we're going to be
Well,
pretty
the
well.
carpet would be more of an immediate expense if we approve that expenditure.
Yes, the carpet, I think she said they could do right
They
away.
could do right away.
Yeah.
You should tell them I'm proposing carpet tile instead of foam wall.
Oh, yeah, the carpet is tiles rather than wall-to-wall carpeting, so that, Diane had some samples up here, so that if you got a spill or a tear or a stain that you couldn't get off, you could take the tile, and there's a pattern in there, so they're going to alternate every other tile, so even though you never match a dye lot unless you haven't purchased all at the same time, you wouldn't notice any irregularities in the color or texture, or wouldn't be as noticeable, I should say. I don't have anything else on that. If anybody else does, I don't know. Actually, maybe I should. Right now, as we sit here today with the current excess, but in the left over from the $106,000 to $107,000 we have to the good, the owner's assessment is looking at $784 a quarter. So it's about $7 going up a quarter. Now, don't really expect that to hold, again, depending on where we end up with the surplus. But that's where we are right now. And we've been working on this thing for, what, about a month and a half, trying to,
July.
it's July, trying to figure it out. I don't know, anybody else have any questions, comments? Can't hear you, Jeff.
I said, I'm sorry that I was late.
Oh.
No, I think we'll have more work to do. We'll have to reevaluate once we get to September. Sorry. Once we get the September financials in, we're gonna have to revisit this again and see where we are. So this is just a work in progress right now.
And we do have scheduled the small pool, the work done there. That's already scheduled, contracts are let. The road resurfacing is set, so hopefully we can get, and again, there's another part that Dwayne had mentioned earlier. What we really can't factor in is income that will be coming in from Laguna Carib. And there will be some income next year, which should put us in a better spot, but we can't factor into the budget because we have no idea what or when.
How many bids do we have on the carpet and chair stuff?
The road ceiling, is that gonna be done before season?
We have to find out where the guy is. We got to get these paving guys out of here first.
And we need 30 days to cure after that before they can come in and do that, which puts us right in November.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
We have to have 30 days for the roads repairs to cure before we can do the rejuvenation. So that might put us into November, and that would be something we'll have to discuss.
Because we got kicked back week after week.
Oh, I realize, yeah.
To address the question about Laguna Carib, right now, our construction schedules are such that we anticipate completion of what we call phase one, which is the amenity area in the first 80 lots by sometime around the end of January, and get them CO'd by the county so that we can go to closings on lot sales as well as commence rentals. So we don't know, obviously, since we don't have any hard contracts yet, we don't know what those numbers will be for the year. We are getting very strong interest from prospective buyers so far, and I think we're up to around 80 plus lots that have been specifically requested, which would be great. We didn't anticipate sales would be that strong the first year. Of course, they're not done deals yet. But every lot that we sell will immediately generate assessment payments from the owners, and then every lot that we rent will generate expense reimbursements coming from us to the HOA to cover the actual cost to the HOA for operating those rental lots. So that should be a net zero on the rentals as far as the budget concerns, and any and all sales we get will be a net positive.
Thank you, John.
I got a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you,
Go ahead, you have to repeat, I can barely hear.
Who is it?
Steve.
How many quotes do we have on the carpet and tile and stuff?
How many quotes on carpet and tile?
2, right? 2.
Two.
She asked,
Two.
that contacted the third company, and they would not bid on it. There were 2 bids. The question was, how many quotes on a carpet tile? There were 2. Diane said she had contacted a third, but they would not bid because it was a commercial job.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Anybody in the audience have a question, comment? Yes.
Mike,
Can you, yeah, it's,
oh, that's not the mic.
Yeah, they're
It's right there.
I can't hear.
Pat, can you come up here and use the microphone? Come on, don't be afraid.
You'll be on TV, you'll be a star.
How's this thing go for it? Oh, well. Papa Benechek in B31. The fence behind my house looks terrible. It's been that way for 2 years. And the trees are falling over it, pulling it down. Now, I know Chris and Charlie, I think, worked on it a little bit, but it looks terrible. And I put plants up against it to keep the animals from coming through. But I assume it's on our property. Has anybody ever gone through there and looked at it? You don't see it.
First I heard of it.
Well, I've complained about it.
David and Chris were gonna work on it, but, and hopefully a hired person that we've been trying to find since May.
But the trees are leaning over it, pushing it down from the other side. So I don't know if it's our problem or theirs, the industrial park. But it doesn't look very nice. And it's getting worse and worse.
We'll take,
So I'd appreciate it if anybody could look at it.
okay, we'll take a look at it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I understand what she's talking about, Pat, because the section behind me, they just replaced, we put that back up where that hole was, back behind my lot there.
Steve was saying he understands in the fence that there's a section behind his lot that was put back up because it was falling.
Oh, up behind Steve Partridge's lot?
Yeah, on my lot, yeah.
Yeah, but I think the fence ends right there too.
Well, it goes on
I think
past
that's where it
further,
ends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it goes further.
Anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
Up here.
This microphone. Gene?
Yeah, Tom's got a mic, Gene.
Thank you. Is it on? Yeah. Jean McAndrews, lot B27, on the same tone as Pat. My fence is almost as bad as hers, but my complaint mainly is the trees that have been planted back there years ago. They're not even looking nice. Okay, they don't even look nice, and I'd like to have them taken down. That's all. Just get rid of them. If somebody take a look at them. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
Which lot she on?
thank you.
What was that, B what?
27.
27. Anyone else? Okay, if not, And I guess we will continue what we're doing. This is, like I said, only the first workshop. Hopefully the next one will have a little better idea where we are and where we're going. Thank you for your attendance. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Close this now.